Grieving men will absolutely be a thing. It will be a trend. Grieving men and grieving love will be at an all-time high, especially for women born in the late 70s, all of the 80s, 90s, and like beginning like up into like 2010. Like there's too much information out on men's psychology and their health and their relationship towards life and women that women cannot ignore. They cannot ignore. Like, long gone are the days where women are in a cave, just ignorant or kind of flying by on their naivety and romanticizing this idea of what love is. There's too many examples, there's too much information, and the smarter women get, the more scary it'll become. So yeah, watch your kids. Watch your kids, because those are who they're going to go after. They're going to go after the ignorant, sweet, naive people that still have the sparkle in their eyes. And I'm not saying true love doesn't exist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a rarity, and most people do not care for the high maintenance work it takes to sustain beautiful, healthy love. It's just not there. And I'm saying that because most people look at love, the examples of love, through the gaze of a man's eye, through the gaze of their affections, through the gaze of their desires, through the gaze of their commitments. You know? So now women are like, oh no, that's not what love looks like. And they are finally curating what is ideal love for them. And because it takes men a long time to emotionally, intellectually catch up to that, it will be difficult for people to, especially women, to find the one. So, long live the men, and long live the love that men give us. And for those that are lucky to find a good one, yeah, congrats. What really grinds my gears is when people think we're not interconnected. Like, what's happening in these different countries don't affect us. Everything affects us. We all affect each other. And when I think about what happened in Asia when they were unaliving all those women, and not just, in China, but in other South Asian countries as well, like, those are the same men that now are upset that the very few women that are available, they have to compete with other men for. And so then it makes me think about how maybe men aren't, unaliving us at the same rate that, these countries were unaliving their women, but they unalived our spirit, our collaborative generosity, our dreams about love and purity, the kind that's under the moon with the breeze and the fresh apples you could smell from a mile away and the roses. Like, they unalive that so much. And now they're wondering, where are the women that want to bring back rubs and pack lunches? Excuse me. Y'all only like those things temporarily, not long term. Y'all don't like that stuff. Y'all like it for a few years, but then it's taken for granted. It's like, whatever, I could get this somewhere else. So this is why I'm like, now you guys are complaining about oh, women have all these choices, all this competition. Y'all created that. Y'all created the brothels. Y'all made it super complicated. When you guys were lost at sea or came back from war, instead of going back home to your wives, you guys demanded that there were women out there in these places, the women of the night, for you guys to get your rocks off, because you guys couldn't go straight home because of the PTSD. So you guys had to get drunk and then lay up with some lady and then come home. And then you guys complain about transactional stuff. Oh, she only wants the wedding ring. Y'all know that y'all created the wedding ring? Men created the wedding ring? It was so men that had no personality, no character, or nothing, just money, could give a woman a wedding ring so he could look like a decent suitor. And because women didn't have the advantage of having their own bank account, it looked like a sweet deal. It didn't take much to convince them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you guys created a lot of the problems y'all have now with women. And so I understand why you guys go to other countries to get your needs met. That's fine. But just know that these women require way more than the women over here. But then you guys are going to complain about that too. It's like, are y'all ever happy? Is that possible? Because it's looking like you guys, instead of choosing to expand on your emotional, intellectual, empathetic bandwidth, y'all decided, let's sear that and let's replace it with all the other things. I know some of y'all are thinking, we haven't even been on dates yet. We've never had someone ask us out. We have never been in a relationship yet. And this decentering men, grieving men movement is on full effect? Hold on. Listen, I'm telling you right now. Okay? I'm telling you right now. This is for the girls. This is the movement that is going to save you from having to go on dates where it's not working out, and you'll be able to feel confident enough mid-date, mid-appetizer set on the table to say, this isn't for me. I don't think this is going to go well. I don't think we're going to last, and get up and go. This is setting it up to where when you feel something isn't right, when you know something isn't right, where if a man is saying things that don't match with his actions, you can go, okay, no, I'm good, and walk away, instead of becoming limerent and start fantasizing about the things he promised you and start daydreaming about what the next date is going to look like, or how this date today that you were just asked out on is going to feel like. You know, when he says, we're going to go out tonight, and you're not just going to jump for joy and assume everything's going to be all good. You're going to know exactly what men are on and what type of time they're on and what type of time you're not going to be on. You're going to be prepared enough emotionally to look at this like a time for you to collect data about this person instead of collect love. Because what men consider love is really you sacrificing your body, your dignity, your self-respect for them. Sacrificing your time, sacrificing your dreams, sacrificing your education, sacrificing your career. I understand completely that some of y'all are still in the dream, but we are setting it up for men to romantically socialize themselves to where when they decide they want to get back into the game properly and scratch that, not treat it like a game, treat it like a lifelong experience to love a woman, y'all will be the first ones to get some of the best men. Do you understand? Because you guys haven't been through what we've been through what the majority of women have been through. You guys are essentially the pure ones. But now you have a fighting chance to preserve your purity and whatever untarnished, untraumatized part of you have. And you'll be able to say, hey, yeah, I might not be like the other women that have gone through it, but I stand with them when it means I have to decenter men and that I have to grieve the love that you guys have said you guys give. So unless you're giving me exactly what I asked for, I'm not going for it. Unless you're going to give me exactly what I asked for, exactly what you said you were going to give, I am not going to go for it. And a lot of men have it messed up. They think this whole decentering men thing is, a man-hating thing. No, we're not like y'all. We're not doing the MGTOW, red pill, we hate y'all, and so we're walking away, faking it. Because men will still hook up with women that they don't even like, women that they hate. But women are emotionally checked out of the dream. And once women are emotionally checked out of the dream, just like when a woman emotionally checks out of a relationship, there's no more sexual attraction. There's no more desire. They don't complain no more. They don't even care anymore. They just like, whatever, bye. We're going to be the cold ones. But for the ones that haven't been chosen, the ones that haven't dated, you guys still have that glimmer of hope. But we're setting it up to where that glimmer of hope turns into the glimmer of standards, the glimmer of respect, the glimmer of understanding the psychology of men and not being duped into something that you do not deserve. Okay? So good luck to y'all through this decentering men, grieving men journey. And also, this is the greatest time for us, all women, all creeds, religions, all looks, all kinds, all colors, to have each other's backs no matter what. And to not sit in each other's faces saying, oh no, you just have to make it work. I know that he treated you like that. No, we're not going to do that. And you don't have to fear being alone because we will have each other no matter what happens. That's what it's about. So go off. If you find somebody, great. But make sure that you're being treated right. Because what women are doing now is once we see that is not what's actually happening, we're going to take a step back and go, when you're ready to acknowledge what's going on in your love life, we are here for you. Okay? This is what the movement is about. It's not about hating men. It's not about none of that. It's about checking out of this deceptive game and checking in to the real experience of doing life with other people. And if that just so happens to be men, they have to be on their best behavior and on board with doing life with us. Do you understand? Does that make sense? If it does, let's go. Y'all know that men created dating apps and they complain about dating apps. They complain about women having access to a plethora of men. Y'all did this. 10% of men get all the women. Y'all did this to yourselves. As usual. But of course, y'all not finna take accountability.